She was first diagnosed about 2 months ago, but this thing was growing in her stomach for, we believe it's been about almost 10 months now. The results came in and the results were very bad, and she was diagnosed with a high-risk neuroblastoma, and we were all crying, and this was like the worst thing we were expecting. They found out that she had a very rare blood type, and the doctor came in the room. She asked me and my wife, both of us, to go and donate the blood. The next day we found out we're both not compatible, and a lot of people from my family, they went around and donated the blood, and that's when it became more of an alert. But luckily, thank God, they have found few units, so far she has been going through her normal treatment. We will definitely need more blood. My daughter, she is still a long way from being perfect. So as I said, if you are one of those people from the Middle East, please go out and donate the blood from my daughter. I think it's amazing how One Blood is doing, how they are reaching out all across the world, and whoever heard it, they said, oh wow, they went to England and they found one unit from there. But again, it's not enough. We need to find more. What you're doing to save a human life, to save my daughter's life, it's amazing. The work you are doing, I will never ever forget it. And once my daughter grows, and I'm gonna remind her, that the effort was made for you, to save your life. So I encourage everybody to please go out and donate the blood. It's a humble request, and I request it from my heart. My daughter's life very much depends on the blood. So please donate the blood for my daughter.
Zainab's story has gone viral, and it's inspiring people around the world to donate blood, each one hoping they will be the perfect match to help little Zainab. Zainab is battling cancer and requires blood transfusions, but she has extremely rare blood, which has triggered One Blood to launch a global search to find donors that have the same blood as her. Her blood is rare because it's missing a very common antigen known as the Indian B antigen. Zainab can only receive blood from a donor who is also missing the Indian B antigen. And because the antigen is so common, it is that much more difficult to find people who don't have it. And the only people who are likely to be missing it are people who are Pakistani, Indian, or Iranian descent. And of these populations, less than 4% are likely to be missing the antigen.
This antibody is so rare that honestly this is the first time I've seen it in the 20 years I've been doing this. But the challenge now becomes that because she's made this antibody, we now have to provide more specially matched blood for this child.
Right now, the number still stands at only 3 people in the entire world who are a match for Zainab. 2 donors found in the United States and another located in the United Kingdom. Their donations are right there on your screen. But more donors are needed to sustain the amount of blood that Zainab will need throughout the course of her cancer treatment. It's been just over 2 weeks since we shared Zainab's story with you, and while we haven't found any additional matches yet, more than 21,000 people from around the world have now contacted One Blood wanting to donate. Those people are being contacted, and every day, more and more donations for Zainab are arriving at our labs for testing.
Last week we only had 1 shelf of directed units for her. This week we have 4 whole shelves of directed units that we are actively testing right now, trying to search for a compatible donor for this little girl.
Zainab's parents got to see the potential matches that are coming in for their daughter when they visited One Blood's reference laboratory in Fort Lauderdale on Monday.
We're very excited. We're getting many bins of blood. These are all people that have come in and want to be tested for Zainab.
It's a blessing. See how many people donate blood for our daughter. It's such a blessing. But the good thing is people are donating blood.
People are donating.
Yeah.
People are listening. They're here.
Yes.
They want to help. So.
They have feeling for us, for everyone.
Yep.
That's the good thing, yeah. We will find the donor.
While the search continues for more compatible donors, we are pleased to share that one of the first people identified as a match for Zainab has been able to donate again.
This is a compatible unit for Zainab. We have it here waiting for her if she needs it.
That's good.
One on deck.
That's
Thank you.
amazing. That's amazing.
It is amazing, and so is the response by people wanting to donate for Zainab.
Well, the story of the little girl Zainab is a story that put a face, an innocent face of a little girl on a need that is global. Zainab could be my daughter, could be your daughter, could be someone else's daughter.
The likelihood of finding a match is high among people of Indian, Iranian, and Pakistani descent. And holding blood drives at mosques like this one increases the chance that someone might be a match. Her family is doing whatever it takes to get the word out.
We need really like our community to help us out to be so we can save that little life.
I saw this as a chance to try to help and see if I match, and if not, hopefully my blood will be used for someone else who needs it.
It can happen to anyone, and if it happens to us, we obviously want everyone else to help out. So I think that whatever we can do, if it's blood that we can donate to help save someone's life.
For many donors here, it's a wake-up call to do something they really hadn't considered before now.
From a faith perspective, I say praying is not enough. Prayers and thoughts, are not enough. God expects us to go further.
We have breaking news. A fourth compatible donor has been found in the United Kingdom for a 2-year-old Zainab. From the start, OneBlood has been working closely with the American Rare Donor Program, an organization that searches the world for rare blood donors. And recently, the team at the American Rare Donor Program was informed by their international colleagues that a fourth potential donor had been found in the United Kingdom. The American Rare Donor Program made arrangements for that unit of blood to be flown to the United States. Once the unit arrived at OneBlood's Fort Lauderdale lab, our team performed the compatibility testing and confirmed that the donor is indeed 100% compatible with Zainab. This is great news. And of those 4 matching donors, 2 were found in the United Kingdom, including the latest match, and 2 found in the United States. While it's wonderful these donors have been found, the search continues for more. This is an all-hands-on-deck effort, not only at OneBlood, but throughout the blood banking industry. Nearly 24 blood centers across the United States are actively working with us to find compatible donors. And we are coordinating with those blood centers to contact the more than 22,000 people who emailed us wanting to donate to find out if they might be a match. And testing is taking place around the clock at OneBlood's reference labs in Fort Lauderdale and in Orlando. So far, our team has tested more than 2,200 units of blood. The response to Zainab's story has been unprecedented and is bringing heightened awareness to the need for a diverse blood supply.
I think it's amazing that we've had this increased awareness for this little girl's need, but on top of that, that's also sort of increased the diversity of our blood supply. We have donors that may never even thought about donating that are donating now for the first time, and we may identify them as a rare donor, and now this is an opportunity to take that now newly identified rare donor that we may not have seen had it not been for this wonderful call to donors.
There is no substitute for blood. It is needed every day in every city around the world. So we encourage you to please donate and encourage your friends and family who may have never donated before to please do so. We have breaking news. A 5th blood donor for little Zainab has been found on the other side of the world. We have a lot of new developments to share in our continuing coverage and the search for rare blood donors for Zainab. We are happy to tell you that a 5th matching donor has been found in Australia. The team with the American Rare Donor Program, along with their international colleagues, coming through with this great news. A 5th person is actually the donor with the Red Cross in Australia. There on your screen are a few of the team members from the blood center in Australia proudly holding that unit of blood before they packed it up and shipped it off to OneBlood. The precious unit of blood traveled more than 9,000 miles in a special temperature-controlled container for 2 days before it arrived at the OneBlood laboratory in Fort Lauderdale. And our team was anxiously awaiting that special delivery. There on your screen is our reference lab team, all smiles as that 5th donor's unit of blood arrived at our lab. I recently met with Zainab's parents, and here's their reaction when I told them that another donor had been found.
So I want to let you know that a 5th donor
has been found in Australia.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
So far away, the other side of the world. This is a lifeline to our daughter. And we knew that if this blood unit is not here, her life can be seriously jeopardized. So we knew that this blood is playing a key role in her treatment. So we knew that without this blood, her recovery will not be possible. It will be very, very, very difficult.
Since making her story public 2 months ago, we have received more than 25,000 emails from people all over the world who meet the specific donor criteria and want to donate for Zainab. A major milestone for little Zainab.
They have literally saved my daughter's life.
She is a fighter, of course she is.
She's a superhero.
The most amazing story, journey, case I've ever seen, ever.
The 3-year-old South Florida girl who has some of the rarest blood in the world has been released from the hospital after completing the most complicated and exhausting part of her cancer treatment. Zainab is on the road to recovery, and 5 rare blood donors from different parts of the world helped her reach this significant moment. Zainab captured the hearts of people around the world when it was discovered she has extraordinarily rare blood and would need very specific blood donors to help save her life. Our cameras were rolling when Zainab was released from Nicholas Children's Hospital in Miami, where she has been for the past month undergoing her 2nd bone marrow transplant. Her parents were by her side as they packed up her things and prepared to head home, happy that this part of Zainab's cancer treatment is behind them. And while it will be several months before we know if the treatments put her cancer into remission, one of her doctors says he's optimistic about her future.
So it is expected that the patient through the procedure will have severe anemia, and they will need to be rescued with blood transfusions. And absolutely she needed blood transfusions. Knowing that, of course, that might be a potential risk on her treatment, I needed to be absolutely sure we have available blood. And looking into the future, what is coming for her, she will absolutely need more blood to keep her strong, and then to make the treatment, whether it's radiation or immunotherapy, to make it more effective. Zainab put out there like the need, the awareness, of course, in going and donating blood. So definitely, very grateful for all the people who came and donate and have the willing to do it. And I just echo what all this has created, and continue doing it, continue coming and donating blood.
Are you able to do your job if you don't have that blood there?
It would be impossible. If I wouldn't have that blood available, I don't even want to go that path and find out. So thank you. Because of that, we'll be able to give her what we believe is the best.
They're lifesavers. They have literally saved my daughter's life. If they had not come forward, her recovery would have not been possible.
I just can't say thank you. I have no words. Seriously have no word to say thank to them. They donate blood for our daughter, and they made a huge difference in her treatment.
Honestly, I just can't imagine the time we went through. It was a difficult time, Believe it or not, at point we felt like, this is a mountain to climb, and we will not be able to do it. The blood was found, she got through it, and look, here we are today. It's been a difficult journey, but yeah, she made it through.